Welcome back to the Passport Pals podcast. I'm Josh.
I'm Olivia.
And we're the Passport Pals. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Wow.
What a week it has been.
Yes, we had a break in recording and it feels so weird to be
We
back.
haven't been here in ages.
It's been like maybe a week.
I'm like, do I know how to podcast? I don't know.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll find out. It might be kind of bad.
We'll see. But today we are talking about cruise essentials, our top 10 cruise essentials that we always bring with us on our cruises. I have 5 prepared. Olivia has 5 prepared, and we're going to compare. We don't know what each other has. So hopefully we don't have the same ones.
Yeah, that would be so boring.
But before we get into that, let's get into the passport report. What's going on in the world of travel over there?
Alrighty. So if you're listening to this and you are planning on traveling on July 4th of July, don't. So AAA is predicting a record-breaking 72.2 million Americans traveling on the 4th of July holiday period.
Whoa.
Or during the 4th of July holiday period, with the most traveling by car. Can you even believe that?
Is that a recession indicator?
Yeah, probably. The holiday travel period is from June 28th to July 6th, according to AAA.
So this week, as this episode comes out, so...
This is 1.7 million more travelers than last year and 7 million more than 2019.
Whoa.
In Florida, nearly 4.6 million people are expected to travel, with the majority driving.
Wow. Well, I don't have any 4th of July plans, do you?
No.
I guess we're out of luck, though,
I'm
because it's
working.
all booked.
I'm getting that time and a half, baby. But no.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I guess we missed the mark. Gosh, everybody's traveling. Why aren't we?
Gas prices are relatively low and people are choosing domestic travel over international trips.
Well,
The land of the free.
hopefully that means everybody flying out there, it'll be less crazy.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I don't know, you guys. Stay safe out there. But yeah, if you're planning any travel, I guess bring your patience pants.
And pack extra time.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, maybe it's a good thing we're not traveling. That would probably not be enjoyable.
No, too much traffic. That's a lot of people in Florida on the roads.
Yeah.
No way.
Uh-oh.
The roads are already back. Could you imagine being on I-4?
With 4 million people.
No, it's not happening. The 429.
Yeah, I guess I'm staying at my house because
Yeah.
we live in the middle of it.
We sure do. No way, Jose. Can
Okay.
you imagine what Disney's going to look like?
No.
Gasp. So yeah, and it's going to be toasty.
Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated. Stay calm, maybe. I don't know. Be nice to one another. But yeah, happy almost July 4th.
And have fun.
Yeah. Have fun. Be safe. What is your passport report?
Well, I've got quite a bit of news over here, and I'm trying to contain it. I don't know what to choose.
Don't contain it. Hit us with all of it. Mine was a little short this time.
Okay, well, I'm going to start out. So we have this is now my recurring news segment, the Margaritaville at Sea, their new ship, the Beachcomber.
Have we established that it is officially the Beachcomber?
No, but we do kind of know where she's going now. The Facebook spies have found it.
Okay.
Well,
don't trust everything you see on the internet, but we do.
Well, I'll tell you what they found. But allegedly, the Margaritaville at Sea Beachcomber, allegedly, is going to be homeported in Galveston, Texas.
Bummer.
Which I am really sad about. But come 2026, we're going to Texas, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
So that is really sad to hear because I was really hoping for Port Canaveral. But the Facebook spies think this because somebody was on the Galveston Cruise Port website and you can prepay for parking, and it said Margaritaville at Sea.
Wow,
and
you guys.
and it says November of 2026. So
You guys are really
They're
locked
good.
in.
I would never find that.
No, me neither.
But I found this in my Margaritaville at Sea Beachcomber fans Facebook page. So
I forgot you were in that.
so if you want updates, maybe you should join. But
Yeah.
so yeah, Galveston, get ready for Margaritaville at sea, allegedly. But all signs are pointing there.
That is so actually really cool.
Yeah.
I love that for them.
I'm sad still, but it's okay. That means we get to go to Galveston.
Mm-hmm.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw, baby.
All right, but next on my list.
Wait, pause. My mom came up. Remember we were talking about the name of the beachcomber?
Yes.
My mom was listening to our, like, a few episodes ago. The Margaritaville Sea Star.
Ooh.
That's what my mom...
I like that.
Margaritaville at Sea Star.
Oh.
I know there's a Star of the Seas already, like a starfish.
Oh, yeah.
Margaritaville at Sea Star.
Ooh.
Margaritaville at Sea Star. Maybe it's not a good name. Sorry, Mom.
I like it. Now, I think with the timing of Star of the Seas coming out this year, now if Star of the Seas has already existed, I think they could have repeated, but I think it's too close.
Yeah,
but
well,
I do like
nobody's
that
repeating Beachcomber. They've got that, at least.
Maybe that's what they were thinking.
Maybe they won't have to worry about anything to do with that.
Come on, guys. Get rid of Beachcomber. Because the website said just Margaritaville at sea. It didn't say Beachcomber yet. So
it's kind of growing on me, though.
it is kind of growing on me.
Do we like it?
I think we do.
I fear we do. I think we do.
Okay, maybe you guys know what you're talking about.
Yeah, maybe they get it. Maybe we should trust them.
Yeah.
It's okay.
But next, I really don't know where I want to go. Okay, I'm doing 3. It's going to be a news-packed day.
3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hit us with it.
Okay, next, I'll try and be quick with it. Celebrity Cruises has announced that they are renewing their Solstice class ships, which does include the Silhouette that we just sailed on.
Wait, what does that mean? Renewing? Like doing like a
Full
revamp?
floor to ceiling renovations.
When?
Next year. Well, starting in 2026 with the Celebrity Solstice.
I was going to say, doesn't that mean they go out into dry dock?
Yeah,
though?
so they're going to start with the Solstice, but all of the Solstice class will get revamped.
When was the last time it was? Because I thought that was a fairly new ship.
Okay, so the ship came out in 2011, and it went through a renovation in 2020, but nothing like a major overhaul, just like small things here and there. This is going to be major overhaul to the whole Solstice class. Similar to what they have done previously with the Celebrity Summit, which is one of their small old ships. They did a full makeover and it looks like a brand new modern ship, even though it's one of their oldest. So I think they're trying to show some love to their old ships, which I appreciate. But the Solstice class includes the Celebrity Solstice, Equinox, Eclipse, Silhouette, and Reflection. So all 5 of them will be renewed. So they're adding 2 new restaurants on board, specialty restaurants. The Trattoria Rossa, which is going to be an Italian restaurant.
Very
an
nice.
Upscale, trendy Italian restaurant.
Mm.
And then they will also be adding a fine cut steakhouse.
Nice.
Now, they haven't said what they're removing, but I'm pretty sure where the Tuscan Grill will probably go for this new Italian restaurant. But that was one thing I noticed when we went, that they didn't have a traditional steakhouse, which I was bummed because that's where I wanted to go for my birthday. I enjoyed where we went, but they don't have a steakhouse on board.
Right.
So they're adding a steakhouse and then a different fancy Italian restaurant. Also, this one I'm kind of torn about.
Okay, enlighten me.
Sunset Park. They are revamping the lawn.
Revamping? In what capacity?
It seems like they're trying to keep lawn theming without real lawn. Like a park. There is a rendering. We'll put it on the screen. You can take a look if you want. But it looks like that area is fully grass currently, and it looks like
Fake grass.
there's at least some fake grass and definitely some form of patio decking. So yeah, I don't know. I'm sad that they're getting rid of the full lawn. it does look like it's probably going to be a cool space, but I'm sad that the lawn's going. But also on our cruise, the lawn was out of commission. So maybe...
I have a feeling that happens rather frequently, is my assumption. That, like, maybe the lawn situation is like, oh, the grass needs a break. Don't touch it. And maybe they do that for, like, every cruise. And then everyone's like, oh, my sailing didn't have it either. And then they're just pranking all of us because the grass is dying.
So maybe this will be a good thing, but it's just sad that there's going to be no more
That is
grass.
sad. That is sad. And we didn't, well...
Oh, we're going back.
No.
Spoiler.
No.
Yes. Let the people know.
We said we wouldn't gatekeep, I guess.
We're going back.
We're going back.
Yeah.
Thank God.
So-
It's on Celebrity. We're so excited.
So excited. So hopefully we can experience the grass
We're
before
going
they
back
take
a
it.
few times on Celebrity.
Ooh.
Spoiler. That's a big spoiler.
Yeah.
The tea is hot today, folks.
Mhm.
We may not have
Welcome
been
back.
here for a while, but we're back and better than ever.
And then full scale. The rooms are going to get a major overhaul. So I think it's going to be very modern. Look up the Celebrity Summit if you want to see what they've done recently with a full ship renovation. But I really like the styling that they did with the Summit. So I'm excited because I like this class of ship. Again, it's the only class we've been on with Celebrity, but we did really enjoy it. And while we had a great time, it was kind of dated. Like, it was like the dark woods,
Oh, see, and I was going to say while you were talking about this.
that you're sad that
I'm kind of sad.
like, it was nice and it was like classy, like old times nautical feel. So I think they are going to wipe that out. So
And do what? Like, that's all I want from a cruise ship. I want, like, old-timey nautical feel. What else should I be experiencing on a cruise ship?
modern luxury.
No. Do it with a new ship. You know?
Yeah.
Like, the World America, I'm getting on for modern luxury. I'm not getting on the Celebrity Silhouette thinking I'm getting modern luxury. I'm getting on the Celebrity Silhouette being like, oh, how cute. A little nautical vintage feel.
Yeah, they're getting rid of that. It's going to
Good
be
thing
very...
I'm going now because it sounds like I won't be going post 2026.
So stay tuned. I like the new look that they're adding to their ships, but it is very different. So very modern. So
We'll see.
we'll see. But that's something to look forward to. All right. You know what? I think I'm going to stop at 2 news.
2 news.
Should I do a third?
Maybe we should stop. Maybe it's a little too newsy.
Yeah. So stay tuned for next week if you want to hear what else I got for news, because the cruise news is piping hot. It's crazy. And it's overflowing. I have more cruise news than I know what to do with. So stay tuned next week. Haha.
Come back for more.
All right, but should we get into the meat and potatoes of this episode?
Let's do
What
it.
are our top 10 cruise essentials must bring on every cruise? Okay, you go first. What's one of yours?
Okay. I think this one... Okay, mine are in no particular order. Are yours in a
Okay.
specific order? Like,
I don't know.
this is the number one thing I bring every single time I cruise?
I don't think so, no.
You don't think so?
I think all of them are kind of number one for me, though.
Well, yeah, like, they're essentials that you bring, but, like, something you could not function without.
All of everything on my list.
I could function without a few of these, but I'd be sad. But these are also in no particular order, okay? Okay, number one for me, a reusable water bottle.
Oh, that's a good one. I didn't have it on my list.
A must-have.
That is a must. And you love water.
I love
It's really
water.
a necessity.
Well, and I think that it is a necessity on a cruise ship specifically because you're in the sun so much. I don't know. I think it's a necessity. I think it's a necessity when you go into port. I think it's a necessity when you're sitting on the deck. I think it's a necessity when you go to bed at night. I just think it's a necessity to have a little reusable water bottle that you can refill and not have to like buy water bottles that you're never going to finish.
Because, water bottles are like $4 each.
They're expensive. And then when you get in port, you don't have to buy water.
That is a really good one. Wow.
I love a reusable water bottle. But remember that one time I lost my reusable water bottle and I literally could not think about anything else for the rest of the cruise.
I think it was gone for a solid 12 hours, and it was all
That's
that was
all I could
talked
talk about. It's literally, I literally was like, do you think someone would take it? Like, do you think someone would be that horrible to have taken my water bottle? And then
it was a nice water bottle.
it was a nice water bottle, and you got it for me, and I love it. Like, I love that water bottle. I still have it because I got it back because thankfully the person was generous enough to return it to the lost and found. So this is your also formal notice that if you do in fact find a reusable water bottle on a cruise, even if it looks like the most mundane water bottle, please return it to the lost and found.
Somebody's emotional support water bottle.
Yes, and it is like they keep you going, truly. So that is one thing, that one gripe that I have with bringing a reusable water bottle is that you have to carry it around the whole day. So just something to consider. But
it is
I
a
don't
very
mind
good
it.
one.
Yeah.
Now, friend of the pod, Jen, Cruise Confessions, she's very anti-reusable water bottle and tumbler on a cruise.
Why?
Because you'll just leave it and lose it, and it's just not necessary.
It is necessary. I don't want to use those little tiny plastic cups. That is something, though, about a reusable water bottle that I don't appreciate is people think it's a free-for-all. Do not post up to that water fountain or that water, thing and put your reusable water bottle up to the spout.
Yeah, that's very unfood safe.
That is so unsanitary, so violently disgusting, and I literally refuse to get sick because people don't know how to function and refill a water bottle properly. Just take a cup and pour. It's really not that hard.
Very simple.
Yeah, it's really a simple concept. Please do not put your water bottle under the spout. I don't understand how hard that is. There's signs everywhere. So, anyways, I do. Oh my God. You know what my favorite cruise line is to bring a reusable water bottle on?
Which one?
Royal Caribbean.
Why?
Because they have that. Is it Sorrento's?
Yes.
Sorrento's always has those big Cambros of ice water at like the end of the night. They're always refilling it, and it's ice cold. It's always there.
That is true.
I oh yeah, that is the perfect end to my night, is getting a little slice of pizza and going with my silly little reusable water bottle and taking my silly little cup because I respect other people. And
we literally walk with like 4 cups.
Yes. And we take them back to either, if I don't have my reusable water bottle, it's still getting reused. It's still getting filled because I am in fact going to bring back cups of water to my room to pour into my reusable water bottle. That is my favorite cruise line to bring a reusable water bottle on.
Ooh, that's a good...
By far. You know what? Thinking about it
makes you want to go back?
Yes, it makes me so happy. Like, it makes me want to get back on just to go to Sorrento's and refill my water bottle. Like, I wish I was kidding.
Uh-oh.
Wait,
we're going back.
We are.
This fall.
Yes, we are.
Wow.
And I will be making a video about how to properly refill a reusable water bottle on a cruise because Sorrento's has the best ice cold water. I'm not even kidding. It's so crispy, and the ice, like,
it is.
Like when
it trickles
I
out.
sound crazy when you're like refilling it. When you're refilling it, the ice like does that thing where it like settles. And I'm like, yes, like, that's amazing. You know what I'm talking about?
Let us know down in the comments if you do.
You know, like when the ice is like
yeah,
like when it settles.
You're making very good points.
Really, like when you're refilling your water bottle, you're like, oh yeah, that is gonna be crispy water, and it doesn't taste like bad water. It tastes like nice, like not like chlorine cruise water.
Go get on a Royal Caribbean cruise and
Get
get
on a
some
Royal
water.
Caribbean cruise and tell me what you know about the Sorrento's cruise water. It's so good.
It is.
I'm getting emotional. Literally. I want it so bad. Maybe I'm just thirsty.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I have.
Cheers.
Cheers. Anyways, a reusable water bottle. Maybe this one next time.
Oh. And now we need to get new ones because Stanley's aren't good travel water bottles. They spill.
Yeah. And while we're on the topic, favorite cruise reusable water bottle? 100%, by far, without a doubt. I have bring in a plethora of different cruise ship water bottles, reusable water bottles on cruises. 100%, without a doubt, and a Walla. peace, love, Awala.
Yeah.
Because-
That really are the elite water bottle.
I'm gonna get emotional. I love them. Anyways, I'll stop yapping about water. What is your cruise essential? Your first one.
Okay, these are in no particular order like yours, but number 1 on my list, a USB fan.
There is clearly something wrong with us. Yes.
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 And also a lot of people on TikTok also says no fans. There's a slew of people on TikTok who are anti-cruise essentials, and they say you don't need these things. We're here to tell you you do. At least in our case, it makes us feel comfortable.
You know what? No, I don't agree with these people. You cannot pay me to get on a cruise to not have a crispy bottle of water at the end of the night and a fan blowing in my face. You won't catch me cruising any other way, in fact. I'm sorry.
Because sometimes, a lot of the times, the room does not get as cold as you need it to be.
No, it doesn't.
No?
It does not. And if you're like us and you like to end the night like enjoying your balcony, sometimes
You leave the door open.
sometimes it gets a little toasty.
Mm-hmm. And not only do I bring one USB fan, I bring at least 2 USB fans every...
If not more.
Yeah.
I think last time we were 3.
It's a necessity. I will not go without one.
Yeah. I think that really changed our life for the most part on our transatlantic.
Yeah.
We each had an individual little table fan that sat and faced our faces, like was blowing onto our faces all night long.
Yeah. It was needed.
Yeah.
People always say, well, you don't bring a fan to a hotel. Well, my hotel AC gets down to 60 degrees.
Yeah, but everyone else is not on the floating ship using the electricity at the same time.
Yeah. So bring your USB fans if you want it. If you like a cold room, it's a cruise essential. Definitely one of mine.
Good one. I like
Thank
that
you.
one. I do like that one. Okay, my next one. Again, these are in no particular order, okay? So, like, please don't get it twisted. I might talk about that one last. Okay.
So they are in a particular order.
Okay, I'll do it now. If you like me to. I'll stay true to my statement. No, you know what? I'm going to stay true to myself. They're in no particular order. I just want to do it last so that I can wrap it back with my wish you had known. Okay, anyways. Okay. My second one, which is in no particular order, has to be playing cards.
Oh, another good one I also didn't make on my list.
There, sometimes you just have nothing to do.
Yeah.
And sometimes all you really want to do is sit down and play a good old card game.
Some of my fondest memories from our Alaska cruise is playing cards. We did a lot of that.
We did.
It was so fun.
It was so fun. We had a blast.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, you can bring, like, card games in general, but I feel like playing cards is kind of the easiest thing to just, like, throw in a bag.
And you can play a multitude of different games.
Yes, and we learned so many games when we were on different, like, trips and stuff. Like, and then you get to talk to people who are also using playing cards and maybe make friends and be like, wait, what are you playing? And then so on and so forth. So I think not only is it a good conversation starter and, like, you get to meet people, which we don't like to do, so I don't know why I'm saying that. But if you do, this is a good idea. And then second of all, playing cards. Like, who doesn't enjoy playing cards?
Come on.
Hello.
That is such a good cruise essential.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Anyways, what's yours? Next
All right,
one.
next for me, tying, maybe mine are in an order, I don't even know anymore, but tying off of the USB fan, I also need a USB hub. There is not enough
one
plugs.
is a little much for me.
No. There is never enough plugs. You always plug your cords into my USB hub.
Because you have way too many things to plug in. So then you have to plug my thing into your USB hub to plug in something else of yours into the other plug. Don't get it twisted.
But if there's 2 USB fans, we each have a phone at least. That's minimum. That's 4 plugs. There's not 4 outlets in the room.
Maybe this is why people don't bring USB fans.
But I'm offering a solution for the problem I've created.
Okay.
But also, I do have a lot of gadgets and cameras and this and that. So, okay, the average person isn't bringing that. But still, there's never enough plugs.
It's so funny because he's not kidding. Like, it's like a tower with plugs for everything you can imagine.
Mm-hmm. I've been thinking about buying a second one, too. It's a necessity. I'm not getting on this ship if I don't have a USB hub.
You're the reason we need the USB fans because you're sucking the energy out of the whole ship.
Yes.
That's so funny.
So now on newer ships, they are coming around. You're getting multiple USB ports. So maybe in 5-10 years, I won't need my hub. But as of now, I need my USB tower.
And it is a tower.
And I will gladly, proudly always stand by it.
As you should. Yeah. You go ahead and do that.
Thank you.
You are the cruise king.
Now what's next for you?
Next for me, again, no particular order. Comfortable clothes. This is something that I preach but rarely practice.
Yeah, you never do.
Yeah. And I regret it every time. I do. I literally regret it every time because here's my mindset, my mantra, one might say. Whenever I go on a cruise, like, pull out all the stops that I can for my outfits. It's really important to me. I'm dressed to impress. Like, I want my fits to be on lockdown when I'm on a cruise. It feels right to me. If I'm going to be on this, like, boat in the middle of the ocean doing classy girl things, I want to be dressed like a classy girl. I need an outfit for every occasion. Now, the one occasion that I never seem to think of is sitting down.
Which is the one we most often do.
Yes, we're not like we're not like going clubbing every night. You want to know what we're doing? Playing cards. You want to know what I don't bring an outfit for? Playing cards. Like, and a fun fact about me is that if I'm home, I'm in pajamas or some form of comfortable clothes, sweatpants, a sweatshirt, leggings, whatever it might be. I'm in comfortable clothes. I cannot stand to be in like outside clothes. I don't know. It's just a thing for me. But for whatever reason, my brain can't comprehend that, like, my cruise ship room is like my home. So the minute I get in there, I'm like wanting to like strip down and change into comfortable clothes because I cannot stand to be in like jeans all day. I just don't find it comfortable. So just bring comfortable clothes. Even if you don't think you're going to need them.
You're going to need it.
You're going to need it. Bring a pair of sweatpants, bring a sweatshirt, bring something you can lounge around in. Where, like, if you don't feel like sitting in a bathing suit, you don't feel like sitting in jeans, you don't feel like sitting in a little sundress, Why are you laughing?
Just thinking about, because on our transatlantic cruise, I brought like 20 button-up shirts. It's like not enough to just hang around in. Do you want to know how many of those I wore? Not nearly close to 20.
Yeah, I wish I had more comfortable clothes for that trip. We were uncomfortable.
I don't think you had a single pair of sweatpants on that 19 night.
No, we were gone. We were gone for 5 weeks, and I did not bring something comfortable to wear.
It was really terrible.
It was miserable. I'll be honest. And I know that sounds like such a privileged thing to say. Like, oh, I was miserable on my 19-night transatlantic cruise. No, I was. Because I had to wear jeans almost every single day. It really was rough. It was rough.
That is a really good one.
Yeah, please bring the comfortable clothes.
But you should start to listen to what you preach.
Yeah, but then, like, I plan all my cute outfits, and they're all packed, and then there's just not enough room to pack sweatpants or a sweatshirt or like comfortable clothes, But anyways, bring the comfortable clothes.
Yeah.
If you listen to me for anything, it's bring the comfortable clothes. That's all. What's your next one?
I think we're hitting all the good ones. This is good. Okay, I'm also going to get clowned for this one in the cruise community. But a lot of people are anti this too. This is my number one. I am not getting on the ship.
You have a particular order.
I guess so. I'm not getting on the ship without this.
Mm-hmm. I'm nervous.
A lanyard.
You said it like it was illegal. I really like the way you delivered that. That is, in fact, one of mine.
Yeah.
And I agree with you.
And not on the list, but I'm going to add a bonus one because it only goes with the lanyard. A hole punch.
I thought that's what you were going to say first. The hole punch. The hole punch kind of kills me every single time.
And I bring 2 hole punches. I have a rectangular punch and a circular punch.
Every time we go on a cruise and he's walking around these hole punches, it kills me. I just simply cannot.
And I get flagged at security sometimes. I need my hole punches.
It's so funny because it's true. Like, we get stopped and they're like, like, why are you bringing a hole punch onto a boat?
Yeah.
Tell us what the hole punch is for, because I don't even think we've made it
Well,
there.
okay, so I need the lanyard for my cruise card because you need your cruise card for everything, and I'm not putting it in my pocket in a wallet. I'm going to lose it. It's just not convenient. I need it strapped around me so I don't lose it.
Stay strapped.
And it's, yeah. And it's just convenient. But I need the hole punch because I'm not putting the cruise, because a lot of lanyards for your card come with a pouch. But on... But on old ships, you need to insert the key. You're not just tapping. So I'm not going to pull it out of the pouch to then insert. So I need to hole punch so I can directly attach to the lanyard to then...
So what we've established so far in this episode is that we are lazy and prefer to be comfortable.
But I will do and bring everything I need to be comfortable.
Listen, something that is a pro about cruising with Josh, no pun intended, is I get to be a pouch princess. I bring a lanyard with a pouch, and you best believe that card is not leaving that pouch the whole cruise, because every time we post up to the room, I'm like, you're inserting your card. I'm not taking my card out of this pouch.
It's annoying.
It is annoying, but I prefer a pouch. I do. I don't want to mess with the hole punch. But I do admire your hole punch.
Thank you. It's a necessity. 2 for 1.
Tell us why you bring the circle and the rectangle.
Well... because my specific lanyard of choice, I do have an Amazon link. Maybe I'll put it in the description if anybody wants it. But it has the rectangular snap attachment.
So why do you bring a circle?
Just for backup.
There's no way you're being serious.
Because sometimes if that lanyard breaks for whatever reason and I have to use a different lanyard that I'm also bringing, it's going to need the different hole.
You are so funny.
But also, depending on the cruise card, too. Because some of them have stuff that I don't want to cut out.
Yeah.
So then I need the smaller hole, and then I need a key ring.
Right.
This is the third bonus one. But I do always bring an extra key ring in case I need it for my lanyard.
We sound insane. I was getting emotional about ice water like 10 minutes ago. And now you're like, I actually bring 7 different separate items for my cruise card.
Yeah. So yeah, but I am not getting on the ship without any of that.
That is so funny. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Well, what's next for you?
That's so funny. Oh, that killed me. Oh my God, how funny is that? Okay, what's next for me? This one is mostly maybe for the girlies. Maybe for the boys.
I don't know. What are we doing over there?
I don't know. Okay. I bring... Oh, this is going to be embarrassing. We are really overpackers. Okay. So, like, usually when I get on a cruise, I bring a purse.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, I have a purse and a suitcase.
Mm-hmm.
And in my purse, I have, like things that I'll need almost as soon as I get on the ship. Right? However, I almost always, inevitably, pack another purse. No, hang on. And or bag that like closes for ports. Exclusively. And for like on deck.
I think that's smart. I don't think that's silly or crazy.
Yes, because the purse that I bring like to board is typically like a nicer purse, you know, because I want to look. Even though nobody is looking at me and nobody cares what purse I use, I want to look nice. And here's the thing. I don't want to have to like be like unpacking things from my purse. Like my travel documents and stuff are staying there. I don't want them getting misplaced, you know? So like those things that we need for boarding, like my passport and stuff, that's all staying in my purse. But the purse that leaves the cruise with me, I want to be able to like fit like my book. I want to be able to fit if we're going to like a beach, I want a cover up in there. I want sunscreen in there. I want different things, but I don't want to put said things in my nice purse. And also like if I buy souvenirs or something, I want to be able to zip it so that my souvenirs are safe.
Yeah.
So like I have like a little purse that I'm not afraid to like get sand on or get like sunscreen spilled in, but it also has a zippy.
Now is it a small bag, like a crossbody size bag, or are we thinking like a big bag?
No, like a tote bag, similar size.
With a
zip.
Because that's a good thing. You need a bag that you can throw everything in. Because some people might not think that. Oh, we're going to the beach. I have nothing to carry.
Yeah, what are you going to carry it in? Like if you're getting off the ship and you're going to the beach, are you going to bring your Coach bag? No. To the sands? No.
Yeah. That's a really good one.
So I always pack an extra purse or bag.
You need an extra bag.
Like a beach bag. You know, you don't go to the beach with your purse.
No.
So why would you go on a cruise and be like, I don't need a beach purse, a beach bag? You need a beach bag.
You need a beach bag.
Even if you're not going somewhere with a beach, like even in Alaska, we did not step foot on a beach. You want to know what I still had?
A beach bag.
A beach bag. Quote unquote, like something that I can take.
Put your book, your glasses, your charger.
If we're talking Alaska, your binoculars.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Carry them around all day?
No.
Around your neck? No. Put them in a bag. Or a reusable water bottle.
Uh-oh.
An easy place to put it. Make sure it never gets lost. Bring a bag.
Bring a bag. A functional bag.
That you're not afraid to get like messed up.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
All right, next for me. This one's practical though. A Tidestick.
Okay, good one.
I always make a mess of myself, and this is a recent.
Do you?
Yes, this is a recent addition to my essentials though. Within the past year, maybe 6 months even, but I'm never leaving without one.
I don't think I've seen you use a Tidestick once on a cruise.
I have.
I don't think I've seen it once.
Well. Prepared though. I've used it.
I don't recall.
I have.
Okay.
But I'm ready.
Good to know.
So if you have a stain, let me know, because I will have a Tide pen.
Good to know.
Because you never know. You're eating. It's pasta night. It's Italian night in the dining room. I don't know. And then if I was planning on re-wearing those shorts later in the cruise.
Definitely weren't doing that.
I do.
No, you do not. You bring
My comfy shorts?
You bring like 50 pairs of shorts on a cruise. You'd be fine.
But if I wanted to wear those shorts and then I couldn't.
Then you shouldn't bring 50 pairs.
I'm slowly paring down.
Yeah, we are. We're doing better.
Yeah, but I need the Tidestick because things could go very wrong.
That's
and
so
I want
true.
to be prepared.
100%. I admire that.
Thank you.
Okay. This is my last one. And I'm going to tie it back when I think this is going to be my wish we had known. It might not be. I might change my mind by then.
Oh.
But this is something, top 10 things that I don't know if I bring it every single time.
Mm-hmm.
But the majority of time that I'm getting on a cruise, I'm bringing this. A first aid kit.
Oh, that is a good one.
/ meds. Like medicine. Okay? Here's my thing. Medicine is really expensive on a cruise.
Yeah.
Okay? And as a proud member of the stomach problem girly club and or the like anxious about getting sick in any capacity club, I bring anything and everything you could imagine in a first aid kit. I need a thermometer. How am I going to know if I have a fever? Benadryl, Tylenol, Advil, things. A first aid kit. You need it.
You do. And you might need a
Band-Aids.
Safety pin.
Icy hot. We be walking around a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes you pull a muscle. And you need a little icy hot at the end of the day.
And it's happened.
And it has. And it has.
Mm-hmm. It's a very good one.
Now, I will say it's typically on like long haul trips. Like if I'm going for 3 days, I can get by, you know, without icy hot. But if I know I'm going to be like at sea for like more than 3 days to where like we're not stopping in a port for a few days or like I can't get what I need and I don't want to spend a plethora of money on a cruise ship to get it, I'm bringing that first aid kit. Yeah. And also like I want to know, I need to be the first person who knows if I am like sick. I need the thermometer to be in my mouth and I need it to be my thermometer. You know what I mean? First aid kit. One.
Yeah, very practical.
Thank you.
And very missed. All right. Last but not least for me, this one. I was going to say it might be number one. Again, everything on my list is number one. I'm not going without a single one of these things.
That's why these are our essentials.
Essentials. But last but not least, this is for the seasick people out there. Unite. Seabands. This is my preferred method of seasickness relief, aversion, whatever you want to call it.
Prevention. Aversion, it's crazy.
Seasickness prevention, my preferred method. Seabands, they're pressure point bracelets. You wear them on both wrists. I pack extras. I have them in every color. I have 6 pairs.
This is true. I've utilized them.
And I will not go without them. Now, Seabands, I think they do work best if you preemptively wear them. They're not the best at stopping the seasickness, but if you wear them before it happens, it's great.
How do you feel about the patches?
I've tried them. I think they work, but I don't like the sticky, the scent, the having to reapply. So it just gets and apparently they make people go blind. So I don't know. I've heard reports.
Pardon me? How was that like just a casual thing you mentioned? Oh yeah. And I've heard. Seriously?
Yeah, because they have something in them and you put them on and then you like, and like the scent, it like burns your, I don't know. I've heard reports that the behind the ear patches have like done that to people.
That's crazy.
So yeah, my Seaband's very holistic, very natural. Pressure point.
Very good.
Yeah. But that is it for all of our top 10 cruise essentials. I think we did good. I like all of yours.
Thank you. I like all of yours.
Thank you. Some of mine are a bit.
No, I think they're your essentials. They're what you need. And somebody out there wants to know how to carry their cruise card around. And how am I going to hole punch it when I get there?
And let the record show that guest services will punch your card.
No way.
But I don't want to wait in line, and they don't always have the hole punch that I want, because I want to be in control if I get the rectangle or the small circle.
This is really interesting. Oh my god. Wait, they'll do it for you? Seriously?
They have a hole punch.
On every ship?
On everyone I've been on, yeah. Typically will.
That is unbelievable. And you still bring both kinds every time?
Of course.
That is really something. Oh, that's so funny. All right. What do you wish we had known?
Well, we are gearing up for Euro summer. I mean, we aren't, but a lot of people out there are.
There's still time.
Yes. So if you are going on Euro summer, wish we had known. If you're flying EasyJet, budget airline, so all the budget travelers out there unite. But if you're flying EasyJet, you cannot check into your flight earlier than 2 hours, which might seem like, okay, that might seem normal. But if you're going on an international flight, we as Americans are conditioned to get to the airport early, like 3 hours and whatever. But so we did that, and you can't check into your flight before 2 hours. But there's a follow-up. You're like, oh, just check in 2 hours. But everybody else preemptively lines up like 3 hours before the flight leaves. So then there is a pre-line to line up to check in right at 2 hours, which is insane. And it was winding. People were nasty.
I may have had some words.
Very words. It was crazy.
It was not good.
So yeah, you can't check in earlier than 2 hours before your flight, but also you do need to line up earlier than that and join the line with everybody else. So I don't know. It's weird.
It's ridiculous.
It is crazy.
The system is horrible, and there's like separate lines for separate kinds of tickets, and we like didn't know that at the first, and we were like, wait, are we supposed to be in that line? And everyone's trying to catch a flight. You know what I mean? So everyone is like, why is this happening?
Yeah.
And it's anxiety inducing because you're like, my international flight is in 2 hours and I have not even checked in yet. But then the time starts ticking once that 2 hour clock starts, and it's like, and my international flights boards in 2 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes, and I haven't even checked in yet.
Checked in, got to drop your bags, and everybody else, it's a big queue. So I don't know. It just seems like there could be a better system. And then we were like waiting in the waiting line, and people were like, okay, well, my flight, the check-in window opens now, but then ours opens. It was just confusing.
Yeah, it did not work.
No, not at all. So EasyJet, I don't know. I know you guys are a budget airline. I feel like this is an easy fix, though. I don't know.
Budget airlines don't need to have budget experiences.
Yeah. And EasyJet, I would argue
not easy
experience was not easy. So I don't know. If you are going on Euro summer and have not flown EasyJet, just know the check-in times are very strict, and everybody will be lining up before and trying to cram in right at the 2 hour mark. So I don't know. It was just crazy. Wish we had known, because we were just sitting on the other side of the airport. Because once we were like, oh, we can't check in until 2 hours. So we're like, oh, we have an hour to kill. So we just were sitting, and then I walked over by the check-in line, and I was like, oh, everybody is lining up, even though they can't do anything. There's a line down the whole airport.
Yeah, he came and got me. I'm like blissfully, taking a little nappy or something. And he's like, let's go. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, people have been lining up for hours. Get up. Like, we've got to go.
Even though we couldn't line up, everybody was still lining up. So
yeah. Oh God, it was.
Wish we had known.
It was miserable. It was so miserable.
But the flight was cheap, so do what you can.
Period.
Well, what do you wish you had known?
Okay. So we've talked a little bit about packing and cruise essentials. So my wish you had known, if you are planning on going to Alaska, it's Alaska season. So if you're planning on going to Alaska anytime soon, my wish we had known is it is not as cold as everyone makes it seem.
Not at all.
Everyone literally talks about Alaska like we are going to the Arctic tundra. No. Bring your layers. Okay? Bring your layers, because did it get cold? Yes. Did it get Arctic level freezing the way everyone made it sound? And did I need to bring wool, everything, and multiple layers of gloves and scarves and hats and everything? Absolutely not. I packed so much clothes for that trip, and you want to know what I ended up wearing the most? Leggings, because it was that hot.
Yeah, it was. We were sweating half of the time.
I would compare. Well, and I think we did get really lucky with our weather, I think, because a lot of people talk about how rainy Alaska is, and I think it rained maybe once, and it was a sprinkle. So maybe we just got really lucky. However, I will say, like, I think that I ended up thinking that it was very similar to like how California weather is. So if you've ever been to California or like anything of the sort, they are really, really cold in the morning and really, really cold in the night. And then during the day, it gets a little hotter. But it always ends up cooling down. So like, yes, going to dinner, you definitely probably needed an extra layer if you're going to hang out outside or if you're going to hang out on the balcony. Or if you like your morning coffee bright and early, 5 a.m., sure, you're going to need an extra layer. But this is my point. Bring layers because by 3 p.m., you're not going to need it. No. Promise. Truly. It just wasn't as cold as everyone made it seem. We went late May. Mm-hmm. And it was
like 70 degrees.
Yeah. And when you're in the sun, walking around in 70 degrees, it gets a little toasty.
Yeah. And even if you go later in like June, July, I've heard it gets up to like 80.
That's crazy talk. And that's peak season. So like I strongly advise check the weather, check like the week before you go. But I would say plan to pack layers.
Layers, because you can dress up and down as much as you need.
Yeah, and I think the heaviest coat you'd need to bring is like a nicer sweater. You know, like maybe a thicker jacket. Perhaps a windbreaker of some sort. Yeah. But I can guarantee that I was not wearing as many wool jackets and sweaters that I thought I was going to. People were like, you're going to need an Irish sweater. Oh, you're going to need a fully wool sweater. I'm like, wool? It's Alaska. I'm not going to Antarctica. Like, what are you talking about? I didn't need it. I was right. Nope. I believe the propaganda. I fell for it. Do not fall for it. Here I am trying to de-influence you. Alaska is not as cold as they make it seem during peak season. Let me be clear. During peak season. I have never been to Alaska in January. You want to know why? It's not peak season. It may be cold. Yeah. All the Alaskans out there, don't disown me. It may be cold. However, peak season.
But that's also why the cruise ships don't go there, because it is cold.
Cold and icebergs. Hello. Did we learn nothing? But anyways, bring your layers. And one other thing on top of this, bring extra socks. Josh told me so many times before we left, he was like, if you bring nothing else, bring socks. Well, I just so happened to just feel like not listening to him. So I did not bring that many pairs of socks. And I definitely should have brought at least 2 pairs of socks per day. I don't know why. I can't explain it. We weren't hiking. We weren't like in water. But let me tell you, I was going through socks like nobody's business. And by the time we were returning, I was wearing old socks. And it was nasty. I'll admit. It was disgusting. So bring extra socks.
Yeah.
That's my wish I had known.
Very good one.
Thank you.
Well, with that was our top 10 cruise essentials. Thanks for hanging out with us today. If you're watching us on YouTube, be sure to like, subscribe, do all the things. If you are listening to us, be sure to leave us a review on whatever podcast platform that you're listening on. And we wish you were here with us. We want to hear from you guys. So give us your travel hot takes, travel stories, any travel opinion. We want to hear from you, and we'll react to it on our Friday episodes. So visit passportpalspodcast.com to leave us all that travel hot takes. But with that, we'll see you on Friday, and where to next?